News Talk 580 WGAC, where news comes first.
WGAC News Time, 6:30. I'm Liz Nolan, live in the WGAC 24-hour news, traffic, and weather center. A man's behind bars charged with forcing his 9-year-old daughter to drink beer last night until she was dangerously intoxicated. Lieutenant Calvin Chu of the Richmond County Sheriff's Office says the girl called her mother around 11 o'clock last night and said her father, Jeffrey Hickson, had forced her to drink. In fact, she said Hickson told her he would kill her if she didn't. When Hickson took the girl back home, deputies arrested him. Chu said the girl, whose blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit, was too intoxicated to talk to investigators. They hope to get more information from her later today.
We didn't want to do it last night, of course, because of her condition. So we're planning on doing that so we can see if there's more charges that might be, we might be able to make on Mr. Hickson.
Hickson has been charged with child endangerment, second-degree cruelty to children, DUI, and possession of marijuana. Nearly a dozen new charges have been filed against an Aiken County man awaiting trial for alleged sex crimes. 43-year-old Lelman Terrell of Langley was indicted 2 years ago, but the Augusta Chronicle reports more allegations have been under investigation for the past year. A victim has changed her story and now says she lied because she was afraid of Terrell, who the woman says was still assaulting her. The victim, now an adult, says the assaults date back 9 years. An Aiken man's been charged with armed robbery in connection with the theft of a class ring from an 18-year-old who gave him a ride on Tuesday. 20-year-old Devin Williams allegedly pulled a chain off the victim's neck while he was driving, then revealed a gun when he resisted. Williams took off with jewelry. He is now being held in the Aiken County Detention Center. South Carolina authorities are looking for a Georgia man who was involved in a fatal wreck in Aiken County 2 months ago. The Highway Patrol says Anthony Pierce of Wrightsville was driving a tractor-trailer rig with a Georgia tag when his vehicle changed lanes near the 14-mile marker on Interstate 20, forcing a vehicle driven by 32-year-old Aaron Jennings into the median. Jennings was ejected from the SUV when the vehicle flipped. Troopers say Pierce is wanted for leaving the scene of a deadly accident. 2 Augusta commissioners objected to information discussed at Tuesday's meeting that was closed to the public. WGAC Scott Hudson was there and files this report.
The law regarding governmental closed-door meetings is rigid. You can discuss an individual's employment, pending legal issues, and pending real estate transactions, and that's all. Policy discussions are forbidden, so when Tuesday's discussion turned from talk about a specific employee to broader issues, Commissioners Brigham and Bowles objected.
We were dealing with an individual employee personnel matter, and it drifted over into a general policy decision, and I didn't think it should have got there.
And he's telling the truth. There used to be a time of secret quorums and wheeling and dealing behind closed doors under the guise of discussing legal issues, but those days are over for now. There was nothing villainous about Tuesday's session, only the discussion drifted away from a strict closed-door meeting guideline. Trust me, the commissioners all know that some reporters have mastered the art of eavesdropping, but we won't name any names. Scott Hudson, WGAC News.
Governor Sonny Perdue is still deciding whether to sign a bill that bans texting while driving in Georgia. Lawmakers passed the ban during the session that wrapped up in April, and Perdue has until Tuesday to either sign the bill, veto it, or let it become law without his signature. Perdue said Wednesday he has been flooded with emails encouraging him to sign the measure, but added he's concerned about how the law might be enforced. South Carolina gubernatorial candidate Nikki Haley says the latest allegation of an extramarital affair is not true. A paid consultant to Lieutenant Governor Andre Bauer, who's also running for governor, was fired Wednesday, the same day he claimed to have had a one-night stand with Haley during a school choice convention in Utah 2 years ago. During a televised debate in Charleston last evening, Haley said she is the target of disgusting politics.
That I have been absolutely faithful to my husband for 13 years, and the fact that you just said it, this is the second allegation in 2 weeks' time, and it all happened after I started showing I had double-digit leads in the polls. I'm very disappointed in the fact that this campaign has not been on policies. I have tried to run a good and respectful campaign. I wish my opponents would have done the same.
Last month, a political blogger and former aide to Governor Mark Sanford claimed he and Haley had an affair. There's a new swimming pool aimed directly at serving the area's disabled residents. The Catherine York Adaptive Aquatic Center opened Wednesday at the Family Y on Wheeler Road. The pool opened on what would have been the 23rd birthday of adaptive aquatics instructor Katie York, whose life was cut short short by viral encephalitis. Family-wide Chief Executive Danny McConnell says the pool was Katie's dream.
The best thing about Katie is the way she loved people, and people loved her back, and the way she displayed that love and obviously affected so many. And so when she left this world, there were so many that wanted to make sure she was remembered appropriately and obviously supported the family that are still here. So excited about how God took that and turned it into such a positive thing.
Besides a large saltwater pool, the facility includes a 42-foot ramp that allows disabled children to enter and leave the water safely. And the city of Augusta is hosting a public hearing later today to give residents a chance to have their say about the planned closing of a public transit bus route. Officials plan to eliminate Route 15, which includes stops around MCG and the Charlie Norwood VA Medical Center. It serves Gilbert Manor Apartments, Payne College, and Irvin Towers, just to name a few places. That public hearing will be from 5:30 until 7 p.m. at the May Park Community Center on 4th Street. Our weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. It'll be warm with a high around 90. Under partly sunny skies, it's 70 degrees. From the WGAC 24-hour news traffic and weather center, I'm Liz Nolan.